Hi, so we are back again in the Art of Healthy Living kitchen today. Yesterday we made those lovely mango and lucuma cheesecakes, but today we are focusing on recipe number 2 that has reached the final of our #cocotarget competition, where we have joined together with Cocafina, the organic coconut product company, and with Target Human Performance, the fitness holiday company, who have kindly given us one of their fitness holidays to give away. So on to recipe number 2 then, and this recipe is phenomenal because just simply for the amount of ingredients it uses alone. I mean, look at this lot. This is what we're going, twist that round a bit. This is what we are going to be using today. So it uses a whopping 4, yes you heard me right, 4 Cocafina products. It has got coconut chips in it, which we've chopped down to desiccate. It has got coconut sugar in it. It has got coconut flour in it. And it's got coconut milk. And in fact, I've forgotten, it's not 4, it's 5. There's coconut cream in there as well. Let me tell you who this is sent in from. This is from Jenna Hope. You can follow her account on Instagram at Jenna Leah Hope. She has made us a paleo coconut sponge. And what I like about this one is that it's a really nice twist on a great British classic. If I've seen the photo of it, obviously, and it looks very much like a modern day healthier version of the Victoria sandwich that we know and love. This one uses blackberries. Well, it says frozen berries, but in her picture she used frozen blackberries, so we're going with that as well. It uses banana instead of like butter, which is quite a good tip. It's not vegan because it uses a whopping 6 eggs, but presumably if you are vegan, give it a go with an egg substitute and see how you get on. So all our ingredients are here. You can see the full recipe on our website, so there's no point me telling you each and every weight of things because I know I have a habit of blathering on if you saw the last video. Right, firstly we need to prepare 2 sandwich tins. Jenna's recipe calls for 7-inch tins. I don't have 7-inch tins, I've just measured them with my ruler and these are 8, but we're going to try it. I really hope it works. Sorry Jenna if it goes a bit flat, but we'll do our best. So I've drawn around the tins on some greaseproof paper, cut it out, and I'm now make sure that it sticks to the bottom, okay. I've got some Cocafina coconut oil that I'm just going to get a bit of kitchen roll, smooth it around there, and then wipe it around the tin along the edges as well, so that because we really don't want it to stick, or the cake to stick, we want this to stick, and then you'll see that you've got the base on there. So we need to do that twice. I'm going to do that very quickly now, and we put those to one side, and we need to crack on making the filling first, which is a frozen berry chia jam. So that's that one done. Put those over there. I must also add that I have switched my oven on to 180 degrees. Mine is a fan oven and it is a little bit temperamental, so I am going to test it occasionally because I think it gets hotter than what it says it should. So we'll try that, so just be careful with that. Right, the chia jam uses, let me find my recipe, that's not very good preparation, uses 350 grams of frozen berries. Like I say, they can be any kind of berries. I've followed Jenna's recipe exactly as it came into us because I felt it was only fair in the, seeing as it's a competition, and I've gone for blackberries. And these ones, I actually went to a pick your own fruit farm the other day with my kids, and we picked these and I've put them in the freezer, so they are proper big, really lovely organic ones. So we tip them into a saucepan in there and put that to one side. Then we need half a cup of chia seeds. These are amazing. They will help bind the jam together. You can get them in most health food shops. In fact, I wouldn't be at all surprised if you can find them in supermarkets now because they've become very popular. So we whack that in as well. And then we need 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Just tip that in. 1, 2. Blackberries can be quite bitter, can't they? So I think this just sweetens it up somewhat. And last of all, we need half a cup of water, which I have measured out as 120 ml. I think most of this recipe came as cups, but I looked up the grams and English conversion because I just think it's a little bit easier. So we pour that in as well. And then the recipe says put it on a low heat on the hob. Over here, I won't show you my hob too much because it's got a whopping great crack in it where someone dropped something on it. So you put that on there and leave cooking on a low heat, stirring regularly. Right, so on with the sponge. First off, we need to get 2 lots of the wet ingredients and combine them together. So we need the 6 eggs and we need the bananas. It's about 1.5 bananas. I've gone for really nice ripe ones because that seems to sweeten it up. I'm going to be using my KitchenAid for this. You can see around there. Love my KitchenAid. It's lovely. Love it, love it, love it. It just makes life easier. But first off, because we need to do the wet ingredients separate to the dry ingredients, I'm using my daughter's funny face bowl just because I thought it's a little bit funny. So we're going to crack all these eggs in here, trying not to get any shell in there. I've gone for chicken eggs. We have actually got pet ducks here at the Art of Healthy Living, but the consistency of duck eggs is a little bit different to chicken eggs, and I'm reluctant to get experimental with this recipe, even though duck eggs really are delicious. They are bigger and they sometimes don't combine quite as well, so we're going for this. And then I'm going to quickly wipe my hands and let's get a fork to quickly mash up the banana just by doing that. I only need to do it a little bit, but I think it will make it combine with the eggs a little better. So while I carry on doing that until it reaches a nice consistency. Okay, so moving on to the dry ingredients. I have measured out the Cocofina coconut flour, which is the white one, and the Cocofina coconut sugar, which is the brown one. So I'm going to pour that into my KitchenAid bowl. So, and then we need to add the desiccated coconut, Cocofina of course, tip that in, and we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder to help it rise. That's 1, 2, and we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Now I'm going to guess this because I roughly know the right amount, that much. Okay, let's just double check that we've got everything we need in there. Coconut flour, coconut sugar, vanilla essence, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Just grab a pinch of salt, very tiny bit. That helps bring the flavours out. So just like so. If you don't want salt in there, by all means leave it out. I'm sure that's absolutely fine. So let's hook this up to this beast and hope. Now this is a sturdier bit of kit than my poor food processor yesterday, which ended up in the kitchen appliance graveyard, I'm afraid to say. But let's give this a little mix. It won't need much. There we go. Right, that's good. So now it says to slowly pour in the wet ingredients while that is mixing. So by that, they mean the egg and banana mixture. Oh, I've just tipped it on the work. No, never mind. I'll fill that up later. It looks like a little mini omelette down there. Brilliant. So we shall tip that in there. I've given myself the giggles now. It's absolutely pathetic. I went to bed far too late last night and I'm finding everything a little bit too funny this morning. It will end in tears, trust me. So let's gradually tip that in. I'm going to bring my camera over here so you can see what's going on in there. Let's see if I can hold it while I'm tipping it. That is asking a little bit much from me, but we shall try. There we go. You can probably see it like that. Tip that in. Slowly combine. the rest of it in a minute. I'm going to put you back down there. Oh, put that in there. Okay, that's all the mixture in there now, and I'm going to whack it up a notch just to really combine it. You can hear that now. Let's have another look in there. Yep, that's looking good. So I think we will switch that off now. We need to pour in the coconut mixture. Not coconut mixture. See, I told you I went to bed too late last night. Coconut milk. Here we go, the coconut milk. So let's get it stirring again. Oh, a bit too much. And we'll gradually pour it in. I'm going to give it a bit of a mix. It seems to have settled a bit. Gradually pour that in. All of it in. And that helps loosen up the mixture. And it becomes more like a cake batter, which is what we're after. If you've ever made banana cake before, it is a very similar consistency, I would say. Yeah, that looks like it's done. So we'll switch that off. Lift that up. And this is now ready. Okay, so I've got my tins and I've got my mixture, and I am now going to divide it between the two tins. And be a little not too generous with it at first, just so that I can spread it around a bit, and then I shall show you once it's in there. I'm using this great silicone spatula because it completely gets everything out, which is not so great if you like licking the bowl out at the end, which in all honesty is the best bit about cooking cakes, isn't it? But I'll be a video today, so I better not stick my fingers in there and ruin it for everyone. Okay, that's in there. So it will look something like that. We're going to smooth it over. I think actually this size tin is fine. It doesn't look too flat. Okay, so we are going to pop the tins in the oven now. Apologies about my oven, it needs a really good clean, but I do not want to clean it myself. That is a job that I hate. Let's pop those in. They need to go in there for approximately 25 to 30 minutes. So I will carry on with the jam, and we'll be back after that time. So the sponge cakes are in the oven, and the berry chia jam is still bubbling away on the hob. So I'm going to tell you about the last part of this recipe, which is the cream section of it. It uses coconut cream. This time I've got my son's bowl. So I've got the coconut cream in there, and you literally need to whisk it up. Now it's not going to whisk up as much as normal cream, but you're going to try and get some air in it again. Look, I'm doing another arm exercise. Yeah, I know. They need work. Right, so we're going to do that. Get it completely whisked up. I'm not going to stand here while you watch me whisk this, because this could take a while. So I'll be back in a sec. Right, I think the chia jam is ready now. I shall do that. It's reached a real jam-like consistency, and if you leave it on there too long, you risk burning it. I'm going to let it cool down by pouring it into a different bowl, and that should help make it set a little bit as well, because the chia seeds will absorb more of the liquid. So while that does that, let me check the timer on the oven. The cakes have got about 10 more minutes. I have whisked up the coconut cream to go on top, so we will just wait for the cakes to finish making. Okay, so the cakes are out of the oven now. You'll see that they've gone a nice golden colour, and I have done the skewer test in the middle. If it comes out clean, it means they're cooked. If it has a bit of cake mixture on it, they're not done yet. So I need to tip these out now. You'll see I've got my other ingredients there, but we need to properly let this cake cool down first. You'll notice I'm now in the dining room and I'm wearing glasses. It was getting really, really hot in the kitchen, and there was lots of washing up, and it looked a bit of a state. So costume change, scenery change, this is what we're doing. I will try and get them out now. Hopefully they'll come out good. Let's see. Obviously that greaseproof paper was there. No. I'm going to save myself the embarrassment of tipping these out and it all falling to pieces while I'm being videoed. And I'm going to take the pressure off myself, and you'll see them, I promise, cooling there in a second. Right, welcome back. The time has come to tart up this Paleo coconut sponge. I managed to get it out the tin okay, no dramas there. So I've got my fancy cake stand out to make it look really nice, and I've got everything I need. So I'm wondering, let's pop that on there, bring it here so you can all see, and I'm going to pick one of these at the bottom. I'll pick the one that perhaps doesn't look quite as nice. I'll put that there. I caught the greaseproof paper on it ever so slightly, but that doesn't matter. So we've got our berry chia jam. I'm going to give it a quick stir because it has thickened up a little bit. Let me go back to the recipe to see what we need to do. Spread cream thinly on the base of 1 cake, and we need to save some for the top. Okay, so let's get a spoon of this. Now, I've got a feeling this coconut cream has curdled ever so slightly. It just looks a bit of a funny consistency. Maybe it's meant to look like that, I'm not sure. But I'm going to put a bit on here. I'm slightly dubious. I don't want to put too much in the middle actually, because I definitely want to put some on top. So I'm going to spread it around with my, I can't think what they're called. We'll call it a smoother. That is really not the technical term at all. Now, the recipe says to put the chia jam on top of the other one and then squish them together like a sandwich. I personally think that that is going to make me splodge it everywhere. So, because I'm not using so much coconut cream in the filling, I'm going to use more of this, and I'm going to put it straight on top. Now this looks amazing. You do have to be careful because it is making the coconut cream kind of splodge out a little bit. But do you know what? I quite like things running down the side. I have a feeling my finished product isn't going to look anywhere near as beautiful as the photo that was sent in, but that's quite often the case. So, in fact, I don't think we even need all of this chia jam, so that's great. That could go into a sealable container and whack it in the fridge, and that'll probably last a bit more. So, there we go. I think, yeah, oh, look at all that oozing out of there. That's fantabulous. Right, so we put the rest of the coconut cream on top. Like that. Try not to get, there will be some liquidy stuff at the bottom, and that's the stuff that unfortunately is what's making it go a little bit gooey. And the recipe did say to try and scoop that out, but I found it near on impossible, but you might do better than me. So we smear that around as much as possible. I really haven't done this much justice. But the beauty of it is that it is going to get covered up a little bit by some more coconut, which I am going to get. Right, I've got my Cocafina coconut chips. I've chopped them up a little bit, so it's like desiccated coconut, and I'm going to sprinkle this on top in a rather carefree manner, which will hide my splodginess. I think if you do it, you can do it a lot more carefully. I'll tell you what, the smell, it's a shame you can't smell this over the video because it is really lovely. And I've got some fresh blueberries, fresh blackberries that I'm just going to use to decorate the top. Put a few in the middle like so. And do you know what, just to finish it off, I'm going to drizzle some of this around it as well. Just because I can. So, there we have it. Let's move all of this mess around there. There you have it. Delicious coconut paleo sponge by Jenna Hope. I am going to go off and try a slice now. I think it's the least I deserve, considering I've been slaving away in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm going to cut myself a slice, and there will be a separate video of me taste testing it for the first time. you will be able to catch that on YouTube along with this video, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, why not follow us on our social media accounts? We are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and it would be great to get you involved by commenting on which recipes you like the most, whether you've had a go at trying it yourself at home. Send us your pictures, share the post, comment, like, you name it, to help us judge who should be the winner of this fantastic competition. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys so that I can go and scoff my face. You don't need to see that. Oh, actually you do, because it's going to be in the other video. So yeah, look forward to that. And I shall see you for the third and final cocotarget recipe a little bit later. We've got a treat for you. Bye.